Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Vintage Story. So, I did want to be done with quarrying. I think we're about done with all the quarrying that we need to do for now. However, it is nighttime, and I don't want to sleep and kind of waste this opportunity. Although I could run up to this trader up here. I think it makes sense to just quarry more now as opposed to regretting the fact that I didn't quarry more later, especially because I know that I'm going to need the conglomerate. So I'm going to do a bit more quarrying, and I will see you guys when it's time to depart and head back to the house. Okay, so it's still pretty dark out. I did end up camping out at that trader, and he unfortunately did not have a... You scared me, buddy. He unfortunately did not have a bed. But I do want to make our way home, and so I think we may as well start that process. So I'm going to make my way first over to our... Oh, lag spike. I'm going to make my way first over to the trader that I've highlighted, and then make my way down, just because that's the route home that I'm familiar with, and it should be pretty safe in terms of any dangerous wildlife. So I'm going to make this commute home, and I will see you guys when we are back at the house, and we can make some of the final preparations we need, and I think we can actually start construction of the house. That's the objective today, is I want to get phase 1 of the house mostly completed. There's a few things that we are missing in terms of resources, mainly being lead for the windows. I did get a comment on episode 24 with some tips for the rock types for finding lead. I greatly appreciate that. And one thing that is a bit validating is one of those rock types is actually sandstone, which is, I believe, what I was looking for. I was looking at last time. I started in sandstone, and then I think I moved on to a different rock type, but I at least had my theory wasn't entirely wrong, which is nice. So we're missing that, and then we need to construct, or we need to get some mortar, and take some of these blocks and turn them into bricks and begin that process. So that's going to be a bit of a process, but it shouldn't be too bad. I think we're equipped to handle it. So anyway, I will see you guys back at the house, where we're going to be doing some very heavy-duty construction work and work on putting together some quicklime and some mortar. Okay, so we're back home, and I've just gone ahead and I've dumped our inventory and the chest off our back. And now we can begin the first part of this construction process. And it's actually going to be a little on the depressing side, because there is a fundamental flaw with the design of the cozy cottage that's something I've always known about. I've just chosen not to address, and it's something I've chosen not to address pretty much just about ever. And that is the fact that the cozy cottage is built using even blocks instead of an odd number of blocks. And what that means is that in a room or anything, you don't have a center. You have 2 blocks instead of 1 block. And for building, that can get really difficult. It is something you can work with. It's just not something I necessarily feel equipped to work with as a builder. Just something I don't have a lot of experience with. I tend to do okay with building, but it's not certainly my strong suit. So an even-numbered building and even rooms is not an endeavor I'm looking to take on. So with that being said, the whole thing is coming down. We are going to build what is basically a spiritual successor to the cozy cottage, but we are going to have to tear the thing down. And I think that's going to also include it's definitely going to include the wall. I have no doubt in my mind that the wall is going to have to go as well. And the cozy manor in its entirety is going to leave enough of a footprint where we're probably going to have to fill in the rabbit pits as well. which have turned out to be a bit more of a vanity project than anything else. There's a change in 1.18 where rabbits really only go after full-grown crops, so it's left our farmland and it's left our rabbit pits being fairly redundant, unfortunately. So all of this is going to have to go. We're not going to take it all and fill it all in now. That sounds like a bit too much work for what's just going to end up being phase 1 of the house, but that is what I'm looking to do, is I am looking to disassemble basically the entire structure. Everything we've done up until now really is temporary. This building here took us quite a bit of time to put up, but I am going to take it down eventually to put together a more permanent storehouse and probably build a bit of a better complex. We may even move our storage underground and have a fairly expansive set of basements, but I haven't settled on anything just yet. What am I doing now? Oh, I gotta make quicklime, which means I need chalk. I need a stack of it. I can make the quicklime overnight. I want to actually get to some of this teardown process. So I'm going to work on tearing the wall down and tearing the house down, and I will see you guys when that's all done. Okay, so that is the wall taken care of, and man, is this place looking mighty naked without the wall. I think that we're gonna build, if we build another wall, it's certainly not gonna be as close to our home because I didn't like how tight it made this area, this whole area feel. Now it's time to work on taking down the house. And I'm going to do that starting from, I'll just use some of this mud brick to scaffold my way up here. But I want to start from the roof, because the roof is going to take the longest. So I'm going to work on tearing this down, and I'll see you guys when it is all done. Okay, and that's all taken care of. So let's get a rough outline of the dimensions of the cozy manor. We'll take care of the basement at another time because I want to have it be an intact basement until I'm ready to rip it all apart and deal with the burden of managing all the crocs and so on. I don't see why we would do that to ourselves right now. We'll build the house over the old basement and figure it out from there. Ooh, I need to eat. eat real quick. There we go. Okay, so I want this to be, the cozy cottage is 8 by 6. And I think I want this to be 9 by 11 is what I'm going for. So you're 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoa, how did you go like that? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. By 11. So 1, 2, man, it is getting dark early. It's only 4:30 and it's getting this dark already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. I'd put it here. That actually works out perfect for having an entrance into the basement while we're working on this. Okay. And that would place you here. So you can see it is substantially larger. It's definitely going to be an upgrade space-wise, which is really nice. And I haven't really talked about what we're going to be doing. And I suppose now is an okay time to do that. So what I'm going to be doing is an all-conglomerate house. I wanted to do conglomerate bricks and granite bricks, but I'm not going to be able to because I don't have a reliable source of granite that I can quarry out. And I've gone in a creative world and I've tested the conglomerate, and I do think it looks pretty good. What we're going to be doing is a conglomerate, is a combination of conglomerate bricks, which are going to serve as the dark mud brick of the house, right? I do want this to be in the same style as the cozy cottage. And then I'm actually going to use conglomerate cobblestone as the main body of the house. I think it looks nice as the main body, and I think it's going to serve us really well here. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to build off of this larger frame here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have wings coming from each of the sides here. And that's going to complete our stage 2. Well, stage 1 is this main structure, the superstructure, if you will. Stage 2 is going to be the addition of a room off to this side and a room off to this side here, right, making a little manor. And then what I'd like to do is I'd like to build an addition in the front and in the back as well, so that we de facto have 4 rooms, and then the main building. And then, once we've completed those 4 rooms, the final addition will be building a second level onto the house. And so it should give us this plus-shaped house with a superstructure in the middle of it, creating kind of this symmetrical manner is what I'm going for. I think it is going to be pretty cool when it's all said and done. I mean, I've already built it in a creative world, and it looked okay. I think it'll look really good with all the chiseling we plan on doing to it. And we're going to have a lot of flexibility with how we do the different parts of the house, how we have the outside look, the windows, etc. So this winter we're really going to have an opportunity to play around with that. With that being said, I can't actually really start much of this process because I'm lacking the conglomerate bricks. In order to get to that, I'm going to need to clean up my inventory. I'm going to need to grind up a ton of this chalk. So I'm going to work on doing that so that we can make our mortar, and I'll see you guys when I'm all done. Okay, so I do have the quicklime going here, and it is, contrary to its name, not going to go very quick. So I think we can work on a few other odds and ends in the meantime. And I think what we can look at is putting the floor in, and also probably putting in some of this wall here. I definitely think we have the capacity to work on that. So I'm going to gather the materials, and I'll see you guys when it's time to look at that building. Okay, so I have all of this material, and what I'm going to do is, let's just place you down here so I can figure out where the center is going to be. And the center is going to be here. Uh-oh, did I do this wrong? Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I put this out too much by 1. I'm going to bring it in on this side. So I'll just break you. And now this is all going to come down here. So I'll bring you down here. Perfect. I'll just bring it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make sure I do the math right on this side. And I go over by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're 9, and you're 10. So you actually, I gotta go over here in 1 as well. Wow, I really messed this up. Alright, let me go fix this real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we'll just get these walls put in here like this. And I can actually go up here as well. We'll do that. And we'll do this side as well. Like so. And like so. And finally like so. There we go. So now we can see where the center is. And let's take a look. You are the center block. Okay, so this is going to be where our doorway is. Let's figure out how we're going to have the windows. I think I'll double up around the door is what I'll end up doing for the window here. And have them closer to the sides. I think that will make more sense. I don't want to do the double window. And I'm actually going to fill in these sides. I'm not going to put windows here. And that's because we're going to be having wings on the house. I'm going to make this initial structure, and then within the next episode or two, I'm going to add these first sets of additional wings. So I do just want to make sure that I don't have any windows there, because I'm going to have to undo them anyway. So for here, I can have these 4 small windows, and this isn't going to be permanent either, because I am also going to have a back wing. But now that I got that done, how about I... Oh no. Are you still wrong? No, you're not wrong. Okay. And I did make these slabs. You can see I did make them horizontal only. Whoa. Whoops. So that'll help. Although I wasn't necessarily planning on them going in this direction. But that's okay. So we'll just get these all placed down. And I don't think I made enough, unfortunately. And I did decide on slabs instead of whole blocks. I think a whole block gives us more versatility. So I tend to prefer that. But I am not too worried for now. Let's go back in here and see how the quicklime is doing. Let's see. It's doing good. I don't know if I'm going to need any more peat. I may. I should grab some, but I also want to take my saw, which I have here. It's almost broken. And I want to take down a stack of the oak wood. Make some more planks. There we go. Start with 20. Okay. Nice. And I'll make you horizontal only as well. Can you give birth already? I don't know how long it takes for it to give birth, but man, is it taking forever. 20 might not have been enough, now that I'm looking at it, but that's okay, I got the wood on me. Let's look here. Yeah, I need 1, 7 is what I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoa. I didn't make him horizontal only, that's why. I can't wait till we're out of our copper tools. I just, out of principle, want to burn through our copper tools before we use the bronze ones. That's why I haven't made that transition. But man, and am I excited for when we can actually formally make that transition. I just need one more. And here, I'll actually probably keep the stone brick. I think that's fine. And you can see this is a much bigger building than what we were working with before. And I think I am going to keep this main room as just a large room for now. And we'll have the side rooms divided off for now. I wonder if they need more green. They may. But I'm a little nervous about winter, so I'm skeptical about going through all the green. Okay, I should have plenty of this. I don't think I need you here anymore. I'll pick that up. We're really just waiting on the quicklime for the bricks. But I actually am going to need to do a couple things in the meantime. I need some more cobblestone. Not a ton, but I do need a reasonable amount. This may well be enough, this 23 here. Because we need to create the structure for the roof up top. So why don't we go do that, see if we need any more. Yeah, I'm gonna need more than just this 23. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 7, 5, 3, 1. Perfect. And 7 is what I got here. So I need not 16 more, 5, 3, 1. So I need 9 more cobblestone, but I'll make 16 because we're going to use it up anyway. So we'll go back in here. Is it in here? Yeah, I was going to say, I knew I have a ton. It's really expensive to make cobblestone, all things considered. I mean, Vintage Story, everything's pretty expensive, but I'm surprised how expensive it is to make cobblestone on a reasonably large scale. Go here. Perfect. And we could actually work on the roof, especially while we basically have all the stuff for the brick. Let's make sure we eat. We're burning through this food quick. I thought I was going to have to store some of it, but I don't quite think I'll have to. 1% serving. Okay, so we ate that. Perfect. Now let's go take this quicklime. And I don't need you burning anymore. And let's see if we can make some mortar. So, one thing in Vintage Story that I know has been talked about before, but I do want to bring up again, is the handbook. And the reason I want to talk about the handbook is because it really is... I've got you blocked off right now, don't I? I got no way of getting out either, so I am just going to dig my way into the basement. But we'll get that all taken care of in time. A better entrance down here is kind of how to handle when you don't know how to do something. And that is through the handbook. So, for example, I, for the life of me, cannot remember how to go about making mortar. So I can go in and I can say mortar. And then I can see I need 1 liter of slate lime and some conglomerate sand. And then I can see it's 1 liter to 4 quicklime, gives me 4 liters, and so on. And it lets me know really what I need to do. So I don't know how many liters a barrel can carry. Why don't we go figure that out? If I had my bucket on me. Where's my bucket? I bet it's down here. I just don't happen to have a water source down here. My bucket is not down here. Alright, well let me find my bucket and I'll meet you guys back down in the base. Oh, never mind. It's right here. Okay. And it's almost turning daytime, which is great, because I'm getting pretty sick of running around in the night. Alright, let's go look here. Oh, this is honey in it. Oh man. Alright, I'll grab the other one and I'll be right back. $10. I think this holds up to 5. Yes. Did not mean to do that. I feel like I only need 1 of this, and I go in 4. Might even be, oh. It might even be less than 10. How do I... Because let me look at the mortar again, and the slaked lime recipe. So it's 1 liter to 4 gives me 4 liters of slaked lime. So, and then 1 liter of slaked lime and a sand gives me 8 mortar. So to get a full stack of 64 mortar, I need 8 liters of slaked lime, which means I just need 2 liters of water. Okay. And then I only need 4 of you. And that gives me the slaked lime. And now I need 8 sand. And that gives me a full stack of mortar. Okay, cool. There we go. So the point I was trying to make is that the handbook really is useful, and you can use it for just about anything you need. And if you can't find anything in the handbook, you most definitely can find it on the wiki. So the two are very helpful, used in conjunction with each other. So now we can make the brick. And in order to make the bricks, I'm going to need a hammer and a chisel. And I'll probably need both these. Wow, these chisels are both in terrible condition. And so what we're going to do is I need 16 of these blocks is what I decided on. I'm going to go for half a stack of bricks. And I put them down here, put you here. And this is going to polish the block. I can break it down further into slabs, which I will want some slabs. And then I can break this down into brick. There we go. And now I can combine the brick with mortar. And that gives me stone brick blocks. Perfect. We'll start with half a stack of that. So now, let's get rid of this for the moment. And you can see this really is the cozy cottage. That's all this really is. It's just a more grown-up version of the cozy cottage. You know, we've moved out of the Stone Age, but it's still a cottage. Okay. You go there. And I don't think the 7 is going to be enough. I think I'm... Oh, no, it's perfect. Okay, so it was exactly 32 blocks. I knew that. Definitely knew that. I'm just going to place you there. And honestly, you can go here as well. Because I'm going to place that there. And I do need 2 more bricks. I just don't have the stone for it. And I need... How big is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need 14 slabs as well. Let's go make those slabs. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gives me 10 slabs. So I need 2 more. And I do want to make 2 bricks, so I'm just going to break 1 down here. And I think that's actually Perfect. Just take the mortar. Gives me the 2 bricks. Wonderful. Okay. Go here. Just get you here, because I like having that for the entrance. And now we're going to look at the slate roofing. I don't know how much I'm going to need. I kind of want to get a stack, if I'm being entirely honest. Slate roofing. So, oh, that's a awkward recipe. Let me go make this slate roofing, and I'll be right back. It's going to be boring crafting all this, so I'll spare you guys the pain. Okay, so we don't quite have enough slate, I believe. Well, I know for a fact that we don't, but we can at least get this started, see what it's going to look like. So let's get all the way up here. I want to get these slabs down. So I've already talked through a lot of the building, so I'm going to time-lapse through putting this roof on, and I'll see you guys in a few seconds. Okay, so we are definitively out of slate, but we've at least gotten far enough in where we can get an idea, a better idea of what the house will look like. So let's back up here and just take a look. And I think it looks pretty nice. I think maybe there's an argument to be made about blue clay brick, blue clay shingles here. If you want to let me know down in the comments if you think the blue clay shingles would look better, let me know, and maybe next episode we can try that out on one of the sides so that I have a sample. And I feel like that block might be a little easier to work with on the inside because there is no slate roof block. There's just these slanted roofings, and I'll show you what there is. There's the slanted roofing, there's corners, and then there's ridges, which I also need ridges. But I unfortunately am woefully low on slate. So I'm going to take you out of my hand. So I'm just going to go dump in a chest here some of the stuff that we don't need right now. And I'm going to go get some slate. So I will see you all once it's time to complete the roof. Okay, so we finally have all the materials to finish. Oh, I lied. I require a pickaxe to make this go speedily. I did bust a pickaxe. I figured I should grab all the slate that I could because I am going to need more of it for next episode when we put the sides onto the house. But let's see here. I believe I can put on... You go here, and I didn't need you to go down, but I have an extra, so that's fine. You go there, there, and there. Perfect. And now, I can finish this. Okay, and there we have it. Our new house. It looks almost identical to the other house, just with some slightly larger and with some materials we previously didn't have access to, but we have access to now. Like I said, we're going to be putting some wings onto the house, and I do want to do that next episode, but I am going to need to tear down these pits. And before I can tear down the pits, I'm pretty nervous here because I want to let the Terra Preta I want to let the Terra Preta recover up to 80%. And so I'm thinking I'll be fine on both sides, but the farmland may stay. Actually, I'll be fine all around now that I'm looking at this. But this farmland is probably going to stay for quite a while. Only this field looks like it's ready. And if I look over here, I'm going to see that I've still got quite a bit of whatever that is that's got to recover here. And over here, this field might actually be ready as well. So the two fields where we did the turnips are going to need a little more time, which is fine. It makes sense. So there are a few finishing touches that we can do to the house, like put a door on it. I'm not going to worry about a window. And there's one thing that we haven't made that we probably should, which is a better bed. So let's look at making a bed. And I also want to grab you as well. And I don't want to use this aged chair. I'll make my own chair. I should have more planks. There we go. So let's make a table and a chair. I know the table's made like this. The chair, I don't actually know off the top of my head. Is it like this? Let's move you. Chair. Oh, I know. Yep, I need cloth. And cloth is, no. Do I actually need cloth? Or can I get away with plain cloth? There we go. So I just need linen and a stick, and linen is for this. And for the bed, I thought there was a different bed that I could make. But I guess it's just this wooden bed here, which is just 3 of this. Okay. Okay. So let's grab our flax. And there's that for the bed. And I need to make a cloth as well, which is just that plus a stick. So I just need 4 more. The flax, there we go. Nope, you can go back. Oh, and I am going to want these. And I can actually make the bed now, so why don't we do that? I believe, yeah, I need 2 of these. There we go. So we have a wooden bed. And I'll make another table as well. That way we can have like a nightstand. I think that might be cool. So I'll grab that. And now for that chair, I just need a stick. And I'll just throw you in here for now. I feel like I had sticks there, but I guess they're still here. You go there, you go there, and then I believe it's this. Yes. Oh, and I actually want to do 2 of those. You go like this. Wow, and it's already getting dark out. Perfect. So let's go look at how we're going to set this up. We'll go in here, and I need a door, but I'll just make a door even though I have some. Just out of convenience. And I want to put the bed here in the corner for now. I think I'll actually place it in the corner proper. And I can put a little table next to it, although the table kind of looks terrible there, so it might be better to chisel something out. Oh yeah. I want you here, that way I can sit right at the window. And the painting we'll put up there for now. Second table I just don't think is going to do at all. And I think I want to move you kind of like here. I don't like that. Just move it here along the window. And the lantern can go here. So this main room is really going to be just a main room. It's going to have staircases going upstairs, maybe a staircase going downstairs if I'm able to fit it in. Some things we want to show off, like our painting, some rare blocks. You know, maybe it'd be cool to put a butterfly or two or something in here. So this is just a temporary setup. Our kitchen eatery area will probably be over here. I'm gonna eventually have the staircase down to the basement. We'll probably just ladder down in the meantime, and this will end up being a bedroom. So, and then the upstairs I'm gonna turn into like the study room, which I'm really excited about. So I do have that tentative plan for the house, and it may be a bit of a workshop as well. So I do have that tentative plan. So this is all temporary, but it is pretty spacious, which is nice. Anyways, I do think we are out of time for the episode today. So let me head over here. And I actually figured I could take the time to look at all of you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry, I messed that all up, didn't I? Anyways, this has been another episode of my Vintage Story series. I hope you've enjoyed watching this episode as much as I've enjoyed making it. Today, we accomplished quite a bit. We built this house. And it was no small feat. It took quite a bit of our resources to do it, but we did it. It is more spacious than our previous house, although it is definitely in the same style, using some new materials that we didn't have access to before. And I think so far, it's looking quite nice. But of course, we do still have quite the ways to go. And that is what we're going to be doing in next episode. We are holding on for dear life, but we are going to be working on the wings for this house. And then, of course, we'll probably do a little bit of decorating. Anyways, I have been Finko11. I'll see you in the next episode. And if you haven't already, don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe to follow along with the series. I've been Finko11. Bye-bye.